Hollywood is no stranger to shocking downfalls, but some moments were so explosive they destroyed careers in real time. From viral meltdowns to jaw-dropping interviews, today's video dives into 20 celebrities who shattered their image on camera and where they stand now in 2025. Get ready for some unforgettable Hollywood scandals you won't believe. Which downfall shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Number 20. Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson's career took a major hit after a shocking revelation during a 2019 celebrity interview that sent Hollywood gossip into overdrive. He opened up about a dark moment from his past, a time when someone close to him was attacked. In his own words, "I was away, I came back and she told me she had been raped." Consumed by rage, Neeson confessed he had roamed the streets fueled by anger, looking to start a fight with any black man he encountered, so that I could kill him, and it took me a week, maybe a week and a half to kind of go from that, he admitted. The fallout was immediate and brutal, one of the biggest Hollywood scandals of the time. Critics slammed him for even harboring such thoughts, despite him later acknowledging how horrifying his mindset had been and expressing deep shame. Some stars like Trevor Noah and Whoopi Goldberg defended him, arguing that confronting ugly truths from the past took real courage. Still, fans remained torn. For many, the damage was done. By 2025, the shadow of that confession still clings to his legacy, making it hard for audiences to see him or his films the same way again. Number 19. Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence was once comedy royalty in the 1990s, a true powerhouse who seemed unstoppable. In 1994, he finally got what most comedians only dream of, an invitation to host Saturday Night Live. It should have been a career-defining moment. Instead, it became one of the most notorious disasters in SNL history. During his opening monologue, Lawrence unleashed a raw, unfiltered set that crossed every imaginable line. And I was like, when am I going to get my chance? When am I going to get my chance? But damn it, now is my time. Known for pushing boundaries, he went too far that night, making highly inappropriate jokes about women's personal topics and relationships, turning what should have been light-hearted jokes into an uncomfortable spectacle. At one point, he said, "The ladies in the 90s have a license to cut off the ply packers," shocking both the live audience and viewers at home. But it didn't stop there. He continued with, "I got to say something, some of you are not washing your properly," spiraling into graphic territory that stunned even the producers. NBC was forced to take drastic action, cutting his entire monologue from all future broadcasts and replacing it with a disclaimer. Although we at Saturday Night Live take no stand on this issue one way or the other. The fallout was brutal. Martin Lawrence was slapped with a permanent ban from Saturday Night Live, a rare and humiliating punishment. Worse yet, the controversy clung to him for years, leaving a permanent dent in his once skyrocketing career. Quick question before we dive deeper, where are you watching from? Drop your country in the comments, and trust me, you'll want to stick around till the end. There are some shocking stories and unexpected celebrities you won't believe. Number 18. Giuliana Rancic. Giuliana Rancic was a prominent face on E!'s Fashion Police, but her fame took a drastic turn after one controversial comment. During a segment covering the 2015 Academy Awards, she made a remark about Zendaya's hairstyle that would spark an outrage. Rancic said Zendaya's dreadlocks made her look like she smelled of patchouli oil or weed, a comment widely criticized as an offensive stereotype. Zendaya wasted no time in defending herself, taking to Instagram to express her disappointment. She pointed out the stark difference between making a joke and crossing the line into disrespect. Zendaya explained that she wore her natural hair to celebrate its beauty, and Rancic's words hurt that sentiment deeply. The post quickly went viral, gaining massive support from fans and public figures alike, who condemned Rancic's remark. Rancic tried to make amends, first issuing an apology on Twitter, saying that she never intended to offend anyone, but the backlash kept growing. Later, she gave a more heartfelt statement, acknowledging the harm her words caused and vowing to avoid perpetuating harmful stereotypes in the future. "I've learned it is not my intent that matters. It's the result," she admitted. However, Rancic also blamed editing, claiming her comments had been taken out of context. "In the editing process, some of the gestures I made, some of the things I said were taken out for time," she said. but the damage had already been done. Number 17, Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller, once a rising star, found themselves at the center of a viral storm after a shocking video surfaced online. The footage, filmed at a bar in Iceland, captured a disturbing encounter between Miller and a female fan. In the video, Miller asked, "Learn it, did you want to fight?" Initially, the woman seemed to play along, but things quickly escalated when Miller grabbed her by the neck and shoved her against a truck, then threw her to the ground. "Is that the deal? Whoa, bro," the person filming seemed to gasp in disbelief as the chaotic moment ended abruptly. "Who, bro?" The clip sent shockwaves through social media, but it was just the tip of the iceberg. Miller's behavior spiraled further, with multiple arrests following for charges of disorderly conduct, burglary, and harassment. In one of their statements, Miller remarked, "I mean that I'm being arrested for disorderly conduct. Yeah, okay, I was assaulted." As the controversies mounted, the fallout on Miller's career became undeniable. Warner Brothers, already under pressure due to Miller's actions, faced growing backlash over their involvement in The Flash, a high-profile movie starring Miller. Despite the film's release, it struggled at the box office, and many pointed to Miller's outbursts as a key factor behind its lackluster performance. Number 16, Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers' relationship with The Tonight Show had been one of the most iconic in television history. She was a frequent guest and even filled in as guest host when Johnny Carson was absent. It seemed like the perfect professional partnership. But in 1986, everything came crashing down. Rivers made a bold move when she accepted an offer from Fox to host her own late-night talk show, putting her in direct competition with Carson. Fox was starting the network, and they approached us, Rupert Murdoch and Barry Diller. The real issue wasn't just the competition, but Rivers' failure to inform Carson before the announcement went public. When she finally called to explain, Carson's response was immediate. He hung up on her. She tried again, but he refused to take her call. Rivers later revealed that NBC had been vague about renewing her contract, leaving her uncertain about her future with the network as they kept stalling on a definitive answer. "Totally renew me," she recalled, feeling the frustration build. The network's inaction left her in a tough spot. Meanwhile, Fox saw an opportunity to make a splash in the late-night world. They offered Rivers a deal that was impossible to ignore. A 5-year contract and $15 million, a fortune by the standards of the time. When $15 million meant something, which was, just over the moon money. The offer promised her everything she had at NBC and more, but the consequences were devastating. Carson, unable to forgive the betrayal, never spoke to Rivers again. She was permanently banned from The Tonight Show, marking the end of an era in late-night television. Number 15, Jimmy the Greek. Jimmy the Greek was a staple in the world of sports commentary, especially known for his bold takes on football. For years, he graced the screens of CBS, building a reputation as one of the most outspoken figures in the industry. But in 1988, a single moment would shatter everything. During an interview about Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a reporter asked Jimmy about the progress of black people in society. What started as a conversation about fairness quickly took a dark turn. Out of nowhere, Jimmy made an astonishing comment suggesting that if more black people started coaching in football, there would soon be no jobs left for white people in the sport. All the players are black. The only thing that the whites control is the coaching jobs, he said, completely disregarding the implications of his words. The backlash was swift and fierce. His comments quickly went viral, angering countless people. Viewers called CBS in droves, demanding action. The pressure mounted until CBS had no choice but to make a decision. Within days, Jimmy the Greek was fired, his career brought to an abrupt and painful end. Number 14, Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix had already solidified his place as one of Hollywood's most respected actors, but a 2009 appearance on The Late Show with David Letterman would become one of the most bewildering moments of his career. Phoenix stepped onto the stage with a completely altered look, his face covered by a thick beard, sunglasses concealing his eyes, and an overall strange, disconnected demeanor. Letterman, ever the host, commented on Phoenix's new look, "You've got a nice beard going." Phoenix's reply was awkwardly short, "Oh, yeah, thank you." As the interview continued, Phoenix's behavior became increasingly bizarre. Letterman tried to steer the conversation with basic questions, but Phoenix offered little more than short, awkward responses. When asked about his beard, Phoenix seemed visibly uncomfortable. "I'm okay with it," he replied, "when now you're making me feel weird about it." His unemotional delivery and bizarre exchanges left both Letterman and the audience confused, unsure if he was joking or truly disoriented. The most shocking moment came when Phoenix casually announced that he was quitting acting to pursue a career in hip-hop music, leaving the audience stunned. Letterman, trying to play along, joked and tried to coax a more serious response out of him. "I'm hopeful that you will reconsider and come back to acting," he said. But Phoenix remained silent and distant, as if unaffected by the situation. In the aftermath, many speculated that Phoenix might be going through personal struggles, as his erratic behavior seemed to signal something deeper. Hollywood quickly distanced itself from him, and it appeared that his once promising career might be over. Months later, it was revealed that Phoenix's shocking behavior had been part of an elaborate hoax for a mockumentary film titled "I'm Still Here." While the truth behind the act came to light, the damage to his career was already done. Studios stopped offering him roles, and it would take several years of powerful performances in films like Her, 2013, and Joker, 2019, to repair his reputation and earn back Hollywood's respect. Number 13, Sean Connery. Sean Connery arrived for his 1987 sit-down with Barbara Walters in friendly form, chatting comfortably about golf and camaraderie. The pleasures of golf as well. I don't like playing golf with the women. But everything shifted when Walters reminded him of a past remark. He'd once suggested it wasn't the worst thing to strike a woman with an open hand rather than a closed fist, and asked if he still stood by it. Connery didn't flinch. "I would hope that I haven't changed my opinion." Pressed to explain, he maintained that in heated situations, a light blow might be necessary, insisting, "I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits." When Walters asked what would happen if the woman hit back, Connery laughed, quipping, "Well, then you get into another area. I mean, then maybe she's getting to like it. Then it becomes something else. I don't know." What seemed like a candid glimpse into his personal code instantly became a public firestorm. Audiences were stunned by his calm defense of such an extreme view. That moment on national television exploded into controversy and has haunted Connery's reputation ever since. An unforgettable misstep that exposed attitudes many found shockingly outdated. Were you shocked by Sean Connery's unapologetic views? Comment yes if it changed how you see him, or no if you still respect him. Number 12, Vanilla Ice. In 1990, Vanilla Ice was at the top of the world with his hit song, Ice Ice Baby. The song skyrocketed him to fame, but his music career quickly began to fade with a series of unsuccessful releases. But it wasn't just the music that tanked his career, it was a jaw-dropping moment on MTV in 1994 that sealed his downfall. He appeared on 25 Lame, a show where comedians roasted bad music videos. What was supposed to be a light-hearted segment quickly turned into chaos. Instead of simply mocking his own video, Vanilla Ice was handed a baseball bat and instructed to destroy the Ice Ice Baby tape. He began smashing the tape, but it didn't stop there. In an outburst of frustration, he lost control, wrecking the entire set. Tables flew, and objects were shattered. At one point, he even seemed ready to swing the bat at Jon Stewart, leaving the host visibly stunned. Janeane Garofalo even curled up in fear, clearly taken aback by his unpredictability. Viewers didn't see it as just a joke. They saw a man angry and bitter over the fading of his career. The outburst became one of the defining moments of Vanilla Ice's public life, and it marked the point where his career, already in decline, was all but finished. This chaotic moment on MTV is still remembered as one of the key reasons why he never regained the fame he once had. Number 11, Rachel Zegler. Rachel Zegler's star seemed destined to rise when she landed the lead role in West Side Story, 2021, earning praise for her performance and quickly becoming one of Hollywood's most exciting new talents. However, her career took an unexpected turn when controversy surrounding her role in Disney's live-action Snow White made headlines and divided fans. The remake of the beloved 1937 classic was already a hot topic, with many fans skeptical about whether it could live up to the original. But Zegler's comments about the animated film only stoked the flames. In an interview, she openly criticized the original Snow White, dismissing it as outdated and in need of a modern update. She went further, claiming the love story between Snow White and the prince wasn't important and should take a back seat to themes of leadership. In a particularly bold statement, she jokingly described the prince as a stalker, adding, with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah, weird. Fans of the original Snow White were outraged by her comments. Many felt she had disrespected a film that had shaped the childhoods of millions. The backlash intensified when Zegler admitted she had never been fond of Snow White as a child, saying she had watched it once and never liked it. Fans were left wondering why she would take on the iconic role if she had no personal connection or appreciation for the film. As her remarks continued to stir controversy, Zegler's media appearances only seemed to fuel the fire. The public outcry grew louder, with calls to boycott her future projects, including her role in the upcoming Hunger Games prequel. What should have been a career-defining role in a high-profile Disney remake quickly turned into a public relations nightmare, tarnishing her reputation among fans and critics alike. Number 10. Michael Jackson. In the 2003 Living with Michael Jackson documentary, one of the most shocking moments occurred when the King of Pop sat down with 13-year-old Gavin Arvizo at his infamous Neverland Ranch. What seemed like a typical celebrity interview took an uncomfortable turn when journalist Martin Bashir pressed Jackson about the children who had stayed in his home, specifically in his bedroom. Bashir questioned the appropriateness of an adult man having sleepovers with unrelated children. "Children from other families have come and they've stayed in your house?" he asked. Jackson responded with a defensive tone, saying he felt sorry for those who saw anything wrong with it. He claimed that allowing children to stay overnight at his home, which sparked major public concern, was an act of kindness and love, not anything inappropriate. "I feel sorry for them because that's judging someone who wants to really help people," Jackson said, explaining that he would sleep on the floor while offering his bed to the children. When Bashir asked why the children didn't just stay in guest rooms, Jackson admitted there were indeed other rooms, but he insisted that the children always preferred to stay with him. This interview sent shockwaves through the public. The backlash was immediate and intense, escalating to even greater scrutiny during the 2005 trial. The controversy surrounding Jackson's behavior, combined with his financial struggles, followed him throughout the rest of his life and played a significant role in his downfall, continuing to haunt his legacy until his passing in 2009. Number 9. Belle Gibson. Belle Gibson skyrocketed to fame in 2013 as a wellness influencer, thanks to her app, The Whole Pantry, which promoted healthy living and alternative medicine. She quickly became a trusted figure, publishing cookbooks and gaining a massive following. But everything came crashing down when she made a shocking claim. She said she had multiple cancers and was healing them through diet and natural remedies. Many believed her, supporting her journey and buying into her brand of health and hope. "I've been tested for ovarian cancer. I no longer have cancer in my uterus," she confidently proclaimed. However, by 2015, suspicions began to arise. Rumors spread that Gibson had never been sick at all. Further investigation revealed she had also promised to donate profits to charity, but no donations were ever made. The trust people had in her started to crumble. The pressure mounted, and Gibson eventually confessed in a 2015 interview with Australian Women's Weekly, admitting she had fabricated her entire cancer story. She explained that her difficult childhood influenced her actions, but the damage was irreversible. Once a beloved influencer, she quickly became the face of deception. Her career was shattered as the truth came out. In 2017, the fallout intensified when she was fined $410,000 for misleading the public. Belle Gibson's fall from grace became one of the most notorious scandals in the influencer world, showing how lies can obliterate even the most successful careers. Number 8. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise has been one of Hollywood's most prominent figures, but his career took unexpected turns after several highly publicized moments that altered the public's perception of him. One of the most notable incidents happened during an interview with Peter Overton, where Cruise was asked about his relationship with Nicole Kidman. Initially, he responded politely, even stating that he planned to marry again. "She's someone that, I plan on getting married again," Cruise said. But as the questions became more personal, his patience quickly wore thin. He told Overton he was stepping over a line and needed to take responsibility for his own curiosity, adding the memorable line, "Put your manners back in." To many, his reaction appeared rude and aggressive, a stark contrast to the charming persona he had cultivated. However, it wasn't just the Overton interview that shook Cruise's reputation. In 2005, his appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show became one of the most iconic and mocked moments in talk show history. Instead of sitting calmly and answering questions, Cruise jumped on Oprah's couch, shouting with excitement and even grabbing her hands to express his enthusiasm about his new relationship with Katie Holmes. "No, Katie once told 17 magazine," he excitedly blurted. Oprah herself couldn't help but joke, "He's gone." The bizarre display of emotions shocked viewers, cementing it as one of the wildest Hollywood gossip moments ever, many questioning his behavior and mental state. While he remains a top star in blockbuster films like Mission Impossible, these controversial interviews have stuck with him, reminding fans of the volatility behind the curtain of his Hollywood fame. As of 2025, Cruise continues to dominate the box office, but his past antics in celebrity interviews still fuel whispers of Hollywood scandals, shaping the way the public views him. Number 7. Bobcat Goldthwait. Bobcat Goldthwait was known for his unpredictable and chaotic behavior, but nothing quite matched the shocking spectacle he created during his 1994 appearance on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Goldthwait, who was already making headlines for his out-of-control antics rather than his comedy, took things to a whole new level that night. When Leno introduced him, the audience immediately sensed something outrageous was about to unfold. As the interview began, Goldthwait didn't hold back, sarcastically declaring that in order to stay relevant, he had to go nuts for the ratings. "No, I got to go nuts. No, you don't have to go. No, I know I have to go nuts," he said, completely unfazed. Then came his infamous declaration, "I think I'm an excellent role model for children." It was clear he wasn't taking himself too seriously, but what happened next was beyond comprehension. Goldthwait pulled out a can of lighter fluid and a lighter, setting his chair on fire right on stage. Leno and the crew were stunned, urging him to sit in the flaming chair. Goldthwait, however, remained unbothered, joking, sit down, I'm not sitting in that chair." The fallout was immediate. The stunt wasn't just a prank, it landed Goldthwait in serious legal trouble. He was charged by the city attorney of Burbank for unlawfully starting a fire and possessing flammable substances with intent to cause damage, with potential fines that could reach $2,700 for each offense. Number 6. Will Smith. The 2022 Oscars will forever be remembered for one shocking moment that made headlines around the world. Will Smith, in an unprecedented move, walked up on stage and slapped Chris Rock after the comedian made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's shaved head, referencing G.I. Jane. The joke hit a nerve because Jada had been publicly dealing with alopecia. While Smith initially laughed, the situation took a dramatic turn when he stormed onto the stage and slapped Rock. "Oh wow," Rock responded in disbelief. As Smith returned to his seat, he shouted twice, telling Rock to keep my wife's name out of your mouth, leaving the room in stunned silence. Rock, though clearly shaken, tried to maintain his composure and keep the show moving, but the damage was already done. The atmosphere of the event shifted drastically, and Smith's actions were immediately condemned by both viewers and fellow celebrities. In the aftermath, the Academy imposed a 10-year ban on Smith, and many in Hollywood distanced themselves from the actor. His career, which had seemed unstoppable just moments before, was now in freefall. Upcoming projects were delayed or outright cancelled, and the once celebrated star became the subject of relentless Hollywood gossip. The slap had irrevocably altered the trajectory of his career, transforming him from a beloved A-lister into a symbol of controversy. 2025, Will Smith is slowly trying to rebuild his public image, but the shadow of that Oscar moment continues to loom large over him. It's a powerful reminder of how quickly fame can be altered by one impulsive decision. Did Will Smith go too far, or was he right to defend his wife? Drop your opinion from 1 absolutely wrong to 5 100% right in the comments. Let's settle this once and for all. Number 5, Prince Andrew. In 2019, Prince Andrew's disastrous interview with BBC's Emily Maitlis turned into a public relations nightmare, ultimately leading to his decision to step back from royal duties. The interview, intended to clear the air, backfired in spectacular fashion. The topic at hand was his controversial connection to Jeffrey Epstein, a figure whose name had already become synonymous with scandal. Rather than distancing himself from Epstein, Prince Andrew tried to justify their relationship, stating it was a convenient place to stay. That comment alone sent shockwaves through the public, as many couldn't comprehend how a member of the royal family could be so dismissive of such serious allegations, but things only escalated from there. When asked about Virginia Roberts, one of Epstein's accusers, Prince Andrew claimed he had never met her, despite a widely circulated photograph showing them together. His repeated attempts to explain himself only fueled the fire, and instead of taking responsibility, he came across as evasive and insincere. As public backlash intensified, businesses and organizations began severing ties with his charities. In an attempt to quell the growing scandal, the royal family announced that Prince Andrew would no longer engage in public duties. The interview became a turning point, marking the end of his public role and tarnishing his image forever. Number 4, Jussie Smollett. In 2019, Jussie Smollett, a star of the hit TV series Empire, became embroiled in a scandal that would ultimately destroy his career. What began as a heartbreaking story of a hate crime turned out to be a fabricated tale. Smollett reported to police that he had been attacked late at night in Chicago by 2 masked men who hurled racist and homophobic slurs, poured liquid on him, and tied a rope around his neck. The public was initially sympathetic, with many celebrities and politicians voicing support for him. But as the investigation unfolded, troubling inconsistencies emerged in his story. Investigators discovered that 2 brothers had been paid $3,500 by Smollett to stage the attack. They revealed that Smollett had orchestrated the entire event in hopes of gaining public attention and securing a higher salary on Empire. The shocking revelation of Smollett's deceit led to criminal charges, and he was convicted of lying to the police. He was sentenced to jail time and community service, but his career quickly unraveled. Empire removed him from the show, and the industry distanced itself from him. Even former President Donald Trump weighed in, criticizing Smollett for his actions and the impact they had on the public's perception. Smollett's once promising career was left in ruins, and he has yet to recover from the scandal. Number 3, Paula Deen. In 2013, Paula Deen, once a beloved Food Network star and cooking mogul, saw her career implode after a shocking legal revelation. During a deposition for a lawsuit, Deen admitted to using racial slurs in the past and even shared that she had once considered holding a plantation-themed wedding. The public backlash was swift and unforgiving, with many criticizing her for her insensitive remarks. The controversy escalated when Deen appeared on the Today Show to address the scandal. Rather than taking full accountability, she portrayed herself as a victim, claiming she was being unfairly targeted. Her weak attempt at an apology, which referenced an earlier video apology, left many viewers feeling that she wasn't genuinely remorseful. This only added fuel to the fire. As the scandal continued to grow, major brands including Walmart and the Food Network quickly severed ties with Deen. The fallout was immediate and severe, marking the downfall of her once thriving career. Deen's reputation never fully recovered, and her public image was forever tarnished by the controversy. Number 2, Jesse Eisenberg. Jesse Eisenberg, known for his quick wit in films like Zombieland and Now You See Me, had earned widespread admiration for his sharp performances, even earning nominations for prestigious awards like the Academy Award and Golden Globe. During an interview with Romina Puga, Eisenberg's behavior shocked both the reporter and the audience. He made snide comments about her interview style, mocking her for writing notes on her hand and sarcastically questioning her every move. "Freeman, yeah, what are you on a baseball team with him?" he quipped, dismissing her questions. At one point, when she jokingly asked him to speed things up, he snapped back, "Hey, you are on my time." The interaction quickly turned uncomfortable, with the reporter later describing the experience as humiliating and deeply unsettling. As the interview made its way online, viewers were quick to label Eisenberg as rude and condescending. The backlash was swift, and his reputation, once built on his impressive acting career, took a significant hit. Number 1. Sean Combs. The footage showing a 2016 incident involving Combs and Cassie Ventura was released to the public in 2024, causing renewed outrage. The footage was a harrowing display of Combs's aggression as he grabbed Ventura and threw her to the floor, kicking her twice as she lay helpless. The clip, which captured him dragging her back toward the hotel room and later throwing a vase across the hallway, raised serious questions about his violent tendencies. Ventura was later seen trying to escape by using a hotel phone, but Combs returned, cornered her, and allegedly struck her again. The video was a devastating blow to his public image, leading to widespread condemnation. Despite the shock, Combs' career continued for several years, but his scandals didn't end there. Fast forward to 2024, and Combs found himself embroiled in a new wave of controversy. Further allegations, including accusations of misconduct and toxic behavior, resurfaced, culminating in a May 2025 trial. These ongoing scandals have severely damaged his once untouchable status in the music industry. While many stars have weathered scandals, Combs's long-standing career may never recover from the combination of these shocking incidents. Some mistakes can be repaired, but for him, it seems the damage is irreversible. Number 26. Viggo Mortensen. Viggo Mortensen's commitment to method acting reached new extremes while filming The Lord of the Rings as Aragorn. To fully embody the rugged ranger, Mortensen spent days camping in the wilderness, going without showers, soap, or a change of clothes. The result? A body odor so strong it left some of his co-stars, including Sean Bean, Boromir, voicing their concerns about the smell. Despite the discomfort, Mortensen's dedication to the role paid off. Aragorn remains one of the most iconic characters in cinematic history. However, it seems Mortensen knows when to dial it back. When promoting Captain Fantastic, his younger co-stars shared that in real life, he smells far more pleasant, often carrying the refreshing scent of green tea or yerba mate. Number 30. Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf has always been known for throwing himself completely into his roles, but one of his most extreme methods left everyone around him holding their noses. While filming Fury, a gritty World War II drama, Shia took method acting to the next level by avoiding showers for weeks, wanting to fully capture the grime and struggle of real soldiers. However, his dedication came with an unexpected consequence: the unbearable stench. His co-stars couldn't stand it. Even Maddie Zegler, who worked with him on Sia's Elastic Heart music video, noticed the issue and suggested he try cleansing wipes, but Shia stood firm, sticking to his bizarre approach. The price of authenticity, well, let's just say it wasn't just the role he was immersing himself in. Number 28. Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal stirred up quite the debate during a 2021 interview with Vanity Fair, revealing an unconventional view on personal hygiene. When asked about his showering habits, Jake confessed he doesn't believe in the need for daily showers. According to the actor, people often overlook the body's natural ability to cleanse itself, and sometimes skipping a shower can actually be better for skin health. While that raised eyebrows, Jake was quick to clarify that he doesn't skimp on everything. He's absolutely meticulous about oral hygiene, always ensuring his breath stays fresh. A star who's confident in his own methods, but does it come with a scent of controversy? Number 27. Clark Gable. Clark Gable, the heartthrob behind the iconic Rhett Butler in Gone with the Wind, had a behind-the-scenes secret that made his legendary romance with Vivien Leigh less than picture-perfect. While their on-screen chemistry was unforgettable, Vivien reportedly had a hard time with their kissing scenes. Why? According to sources, Gable's dentures caused his breath to be so unpleasant it made their intimate moments nearly unbearable. Gable, who had lost most of his teeth by the age of 32 due to severe gum infections, had dentures that allegedly emitted a strong odor. The result? A challenge for Leigh to get through those close-up shots, proving that even Hollywood's brightest stars have their less than glamorous moments. Number 29, Sandra Bullock. Even Hollywood's Golden Girl, Oscar winner Sandra Bullock has a beauty secret that left fans stunned. Instead of turning to expensive creams, Sandra swears by an eyebrow-raising remedy. Hemorrhoid cream, yes, the kind made for swelling in very private places. She revealed that she dabs it under her eyes to fight puffiness and fine lines. As Sandra once confessed, "I didn't know using butt cream on your face was a thing in the beauty industry, but it actually works." A-list glamour with a shocking twist no one saw coming. Before we dive deeper, tell us which country are you watching from, and trust us, you won't want to miss the shocking celebrities and unbelievable stories coming up. Number 22, Shailene Woodley. Shailene Woodley is renowned for her nature-centric lifestyle and passion for herbal remedies, but her unconventional habits have sometimes created challenges for those around her. Known for her commitment to a holistic approach, Shailene's choices range from eating clay to brewing her own medicinal concoctions. While filming The Spectacular Now, her co-star Miles Teller reportedly had a hard time during their kissing scenes. At the time, Shailene was drinking a potent Chinese herbal tonic, which left her breath with an overwhelming, unpleasant odor. Teller had no choice but to power through the awkward situation. But her unique lifestyle didn't just affect her co-stars. It also raised eyebrows with designers. Rumor has it that some stylists refused to lend her dresses because she often used extremely strong essential oils, which clung to fabrics. In fact, some designers allegedly didn't even want their dresses back after she had worn them. Talk about leaving a lasting impression in more ways than one. Number 25, Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts, the beloved Oscar-winning star, has a hygiene routine that might leave you shaking your head. The actress, known for her eco-conscious lifestyle, once revealed she sometimes goes days without showering, all in the name of conserving water. Star magazine even quoted a former bodyguard calling her a true hippie, deeply committed to green living, though it came with one noticeable side effect: body odor that her staff had to endure. When Roberts did choose to shower, she reportedly used minimal soap, claiming it helped preserve her skin's natural oils. But that's not all. Her hair care is equally unconventional. Instead of washing her hair regularly, she embraced the idea that frequent washing strips it of essential oils, making it dry and lifeless. In fact, Roberts has admitted to loving the natural scent of her unwashed hair, a sentiment well known to those close to her. Number 23, Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper, just like Julia Roberts and Matthew McConaughey, is one of Hollywood's stars who's turned his back on deodorant. He believes the body can naturally cleanse itself without the need for chemicals. But unlike some of his celebrity peers who skip the shower, Cooper actually makes cleanliness a priority, showering up to 3 times a day. In an interview with Esquire, the Hangover star revealed his routine: one shower in the morning, another at night, and yet another after working out. While his dedication to staying clean might be reassuring, his refusal to use deodorant still raises eyebrows. It's unclear why so many Hollywood stars are ditching the deodorant, but let's just hope Bradley Cooper's take on this trend doesn't catch on. Could you really handle being around Hollywood's biggest stars with habits like these? Comment yes if you could tough it out, or no if you'd be running for fresh air. Let's see where everyone stands. Number 31, Britney Spears. Britney Spears, a pop icon, has long been the subject of attention, but some of the most shocking claims about her personal habits come from her former bodyguard, Fernando Flores. In a 2011 lawsuit, Flores made bold accusations about Britney's hygiene, claiming she often smelled of stale cigarettes due to her heavy smoking. He also revealed that she rarely showered, skipped deodorant, and hardly ever brushed her teeth. But it didn't stop there. Flores even noted her tendency to walk around barefoot, a detail that seemed all too true when paparazzi snapped her strolling without shoes at a Los Angeles gas station back in 2004. The pop star's life might be filled with glitz and glamour, but it seems not all parts of her world shine as bright as the spotlight. Number 24, Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey is famous for his easygoing, free-spirited vibe, but his personal hygiene habits might surprise you. The star of Dallas Buyers Club hasn't used deodorant in over 20 years, and when combined with his intense workout routine, it's reportedly not the easiest task to keep a fresh scent. His co-star in Fool's Gold *, Kate Hudson, apparently noticed this during their intimate scenes and decided to intervene. Concerned about the issue, she went out of her way to buy him a natural mineral salt deodorant, hoping to encourage him to change his ways. But McConaughey wasn't having it. He rejected the offer, explaining that he didn't want to cover up his natural scent. In his own words, the women in his life have always told him he smells like a real man. Could you handle being around someone with such a unique perspective on personal hygiene? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Number 19, Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe's acting might be legendary, but it's his infamous body odor that has left a lasting impression on his co-stars. The rumors started during the making of Gladiator *, where Crowe allegedly went days without a shower, forcing his fellow actors to endure a truly unbearable stench. But this wasn't just a fleeting moment. It became part of his method acting. On the set of * Cinderella Man *, Crowe took his commitment to the role of boxer Jim Braddock to a whole new level, refusing to shower in hopes of fully immersing himself in the character. His co-stars, however, were not on board with this immersive experience. The odor was reportedly so intense it became a topic of conversation rather than his Oscar-worthy performance. And it didn't stop there. On the set of * Noah *, Crowe once again chose to skip soap in order to remain true to his character, making the set anything but comfortable for those around him. While his dedication to realism can't be questioned, the toll it took on his co-stars' noses definitely left a more pungent legacy. Crowe's hygiene habits might have been unforgettable, but not in the way anyone hoped. Number 18, Kendra Wilkinson. Kendra Wilkinson, the face of glamour and fun, stunned many when rumors about her hygiene habits started to circulate. While she always appeared dazzling in public, insiders claimed that her personal care was far from flawless. One hairstylist who worked with Kendra revealed that she often had a pungent body odor, at times even resembling a faint urine smell. Initially, the stylist thought it might be from her pets, but soon realized the real culprit was her lack of attention to hygiene. According to the stylist, Kendra rarely showered and didn't bother with perfume, making her natural scent impossible to ignore. What began as an isolated incident turned into a frequent problem, becoming a hot topic among her styling team. Despite her fame and beauty, Kendra's hygiene left a much less glamorous mark behind the scenes. Number 17, Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman's name is synonymous with Hollywood glamour, but a behind-the-scenes revelation might just change the way fans view the star. A stylist who worked with her on a major photo shoot shared a shocking experience that quickly became the talk of the crew. The stylist recalled that Uma showed up to set wearing clothes stained with food, but the real surprise came when they found a shrimp stuck to her back. What was even more unsettling was the belief that the shrimp had been there for almost 2 weeks. The smell of old food on her clothing was overpowering, leaving no doubt that this wasn't an isolated mishap. While Uma always dazzles on the red carpet with her poised and polished appearance, this bizarre behind-the-scenes moment has certainly left a lingering impression. Number 16, Zac Efron. Zac Efron is famous for his jaw-dropping physique and those sculpted abs, but there's an unexpected downside to his dedication in the gym. He sometimes skips showering after intense workouts. Those who've worked with him reveal that Efron doesn't always clean up after sweating it out. So when you see him looking rugged and sweaty in * Baywatch *, it might not just be part of the character. One particularly awkward moment occurred during a kissing scene when Zac had just eaten a tuna sandwich before filming. His co-star couldn't help but notice the lingering smell, and she didn't hold back, calling him out right then and there. Zac was visibly embarrassed, but it seems he took the lesson to heart, especially when it comes to tuna and romantic scenes. Number 21, Jennifer Lawrence. It's tough to picture America's darling Jennifer Lawrence with anything less than a sparkling smile, but her Hunger Games co-stars might beg to differ when it comes to her breath. During filming, Lawrence had a knack for indulging in strong-smelling foods like garlic and tuna, right before shooting kissing scenes, much to the dismay of her fellow cast members. Liam Hemsworth, who played Gale, admitted he was caught off guard by it, joking that Jennifer always tasted like her lunch. Josh Hutcherson, who portrayed Peter, echoed similar complaints, making it clear that her pre-scene meal choices weren't exactly conducive to a romantic on-screen moment. While Jennifer's easygoing nature and sense of humor have earned her endless fans, even her closest co-stars struggled with this quirky habit. Would you be able to handle that? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Number 20. Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson, the heartthrob behind Edward Cullen in *Twilight*, has made no secret of the fact that personal hygiene isn't exactly at the top of his to-do list. His iconic messy hair, not a result of styling, but simply a product of skipping hair washes and letting natural oils take over. Pattinson even admitted to going days without showering, sometimes only realizing it when he could start to smell himself. On the *Twilight* set, his co-stars had to endure more than just his brooding vampire persona. Not only did he skip bathing, but he also wore the same clothes for days, which definitely added some discomfort to the already tense atmosphere. Could you handle being around someone who takes such a relaxed approach to hygiene? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 13. Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's unique style is hard to miss, but his dedication to authenticity sometimes goes beyond the script. While filming *Pirates of the Caribbean*, Depp took his portrayal of a rugged pirate to the extreme by skipping showers and even brushing his teeth. He argued that real pirates wouldn't care about hygiene, and he was determined to embody that gritty persona. However, his commitment to this unkempt image didn't sit well with everyone. During their time together on *The Tourist*, co-star Angelina Jolie reportedly struggled with his breath during their scenes, so much so she allegedly handed him mints and suggested he freshen up with Listerine before continuing. Depp's dedication to his roles may be commendable, but it seems some boundaries, like basic hygiene, might have been pushed a bit too far. What's your take on Johnny Depp's story? Drop a number from 1, don't agree with him at all, to 5, fully support him, in the comments. Let's see where everyone stands. Number 12. Megan Fox. Megan Fox, the stunning star of *Transformers*, shocked fans with an unexpected confession about her habits. According to reports, she doesn't always flush the toilet after using it, a quirk that has apparently caused some discomfort for those living with her. To add to the chaos, Megan has admitted that keeping things tidy isn't exactly her forte, making it even more challenging for those around her. While many might consider this unhygienic, Megan seems completely unfazed by it, offering a refreshingly laid-back approach to cleanliness that leaves fans both stunned and curious. Number 11. Jersey Shore. Hollywood is no stranger to bizarre beauty routines, but Snooki from Jersey Shore might have just taken things to a whole new level. Her unexpected skincare secret? Cat litter. Instead of opting for expensive creams or spa treatments, Snooki swears by the same product used in litter boxes, but with one key caveat: it must be clean, fresh cat litter. According to Snooki, this DIY beauty hack is far from as odd as it sounds. She even reassured her followers that she only uses brand new unused litter. Definitely no poo involved. In fact, she encourages her fans to try it out, suggesting they pick up an extra bag of cat litter for their own skincare regimen. While this budget-friendly approach might beat Tom Cruise's bird poop facials in cost, most people would probably think twice before rubbing litter on their faces. Still, Snooki's commitment to unconventional beauty routines proves that in Hollywood, the weirder the better. Number 15. Cameron Diaz. Cameron Diaz, the dazzling star of Bad Teacher*, has some surprising hygiene habits that might make you rethink her all-natural approach. For over 20 years, she's openly admitted to avoiding deodorant, believing it clogs pores and worsens body odor. But this commitment to going chemical-free has had its drawbacks, including visible sweat stains and paparazzi shots of her in stained or greasy clothes, leaving many to wonder about her hygiene. Even more unexpected, Cameron confessed that she's not the most diligent when it comes to laundry. Instead of washing her clothes, she often wears the same outfit for up to 4 days before discarding it. These quirky habits have sparked a lot of chatter, and while her natural beauty shines on screen, her behind-the-scenes choices have definitely earned her a reputation as one of Hollywood's more hygiene-challenged stars. Number 14, Jennifer Aniston. Even Hollywood's most beloved stars aren't immune to the occasional embarrassing moment. Jennifer Aniston, the iconic star of *Friends*, might be known for her beauty and charm, but there's one surprising issue that has cropped up on set: her coffee breath. As a self-proclaimed coffee lover, Jennifer's caffeine habit has led to some strong-smelling consequences. On the set of *The Switch* 2010 and *Horrible Bosses* 2011, Jason Bateman had to pause a kissing scene because her coffee breath was so overpowering. He lightened the moment by offering her a mint with a joke. Alec Baldwin, while working with her on *30 Rock* in 2008, also called out her coffee breath on set, making it clear that even Hollywood's sweetheart isn't immune to the occasional awkward moment. It seems even the stars have their less than glamorous moments. Number 7, Harry Styles. Harry Styles may have millions of adoring fans worldwide, but when it comes to his body odor, not everyone is singing his praises. Those who've spent time with him, including his former One Direction bandmates, have hinted at some less than ideal hygiene habits. Louis Tomlinson once humorously called out Harry for being a bit too gassy, suggesting he never quite owned up to it. Zayn Malik took things even further, telling Inquisitor that no amount of money could convince him to sniff Harry's socks, a comment that raised some serious hygiene concerns during their time together. Even Taylor Swift, Harry's famous ex, reportedly wasn't a fan of his breath, particularly after he'd been drinking. While Harry's effortless charm and rock star allure have made him a global sensation, it seems that behind the scenes, his habits are a little less polished. Though he often jokes about his laid-back approach to cleanliness, especially when life gets hectic, it's clear that his nonchalant attitude toward hygiene made quite an impression on those around him. Number 6, Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher caused quite a stir in 2021 when he shared his surprising approach to personal hygiene, revealing that he doesn't follow the traditional shower routine. Instead of taking full-body showers every day, he explained that he only focuses on washing his armpits and groin with a bar of Lever 2000 soap. According to Kutcher, this minimal routine gets the job done, and he doesn't feel the need to wash any other part of his body unless absolutely necessary. Even after intense workouts, Kutcher's hygiene routine remains basic. Rather than scrubbing down or using soap to wash away sweat, he simply splashes water on his face, calling it a sufficient way to rinse off. His wife, Mila Kunis, shares his view on hygiene, and the couple has extended this simple approach to their children's care. In fact, they openly admitted that they don't bathe their children every day, nor do they use soap unless they can visibly see dirt on their skin. Kutcher justified their choices by stating, if you can see dirt on them, clean them, emphasizing that frequent washing strips away the skin's natural oils. They also believe that constantly using soap can be harsh on the skin, which naturally keeps itself clean without over-intervention. While this minimalist routine has sparked debate and even criticism, it's clear that Ashton and Mila are not following Hollywood's typical standards of grooming, preferring to take a more relaxed and natural approach to cleanliness and parenting. Their philosophy, while unconventional, highlights their belief that sometimes less is. Number 9, Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow's recent appearance at the Met Gala turned heads, but not for the reasons anyone anticipated. According to the National Enquirer, some guests were reportedly taken aback by an unexpected odor coming from the actress. A few were even seen discreetly fanning the air around them in an attempt to disperse the smell. What's particularly strange is that Gwyneth seemed completely unaware of their reactions. The likely culprit, her choice of aluminum-free deodorant. A close friend of the actress revealed that Paltrow had been experimenting with natural deodorants, driven by concerns that conventional antiperspirants containing aluminum could increase the risk of cancer. While her motivation was rooted in health, the switch to natural alternatives hasn't been without its challenges. Her friend confessed that Gwyneth had struggled to find a formula that actually worked. While the actress is known for her commitment to wellness and holistic living, This Met Gala moment proved that some natural beauty swaps can have unintended side effects. Number 10. Christina Aguilera. Christina Aguilera, known for her powerhouse vocals, shocked fans with a hygiene habit that's hard to believe. Rumors suggest she skips washing her hands after using the restroom. While most of us are taught from a young age the importance of hand washing, it seems the pop star doesn't always follow that rule. This bizarre revelation came from a restroom attendant who claimed to have seen Aguilera walk straight out of the bathroom without touching the sink. The attendant, in disbelief, watched as she returned to her table at a restaurant and continued eating with unwashed hands. As unsettling as that is, it gets even worse. During the meal, fans approached her for handshakes, and Christina happily obliged, unaware that they were shaking hands with someone who had just ignored basic hygiene. Hopefully none of them got sick afterward, but it's safe to say this rumor has made many people rethink the next time they're offered a handshake. Number 8. Kourtney Kardashian. The Kardashian family is often synonymous with impeccable beauty and lavish living, but their fresh appearances don't always tell the whole story. Scott Disick, Kourtney Kardashian's ex, once hinted at a surprising detail about Kourtney's hygiene. According to Scott, Kourtney didn't always smell as fresh as she looked, especially when their children were young. The reason? Kourtney had chosen to stop using deodorant while breastfeeding, believing that the chemicals in conventional products could be harmful to her baby. Whether or not that was the case, Kourtney was fully committed to going all natural. However, Scott wasn't exactly thrilled with the change, and he didn't shy away from voicing his displeasure. While Kourtney stuck to her decision, it's clear that not everyone around her was as enthusiastic about the switch. Number 3. Kesha. Kesha, the pop star known for her fearless and unconventional approach to life, has certainly taken some bold steps when it comes to beauty and hygiene. One of her most surprising habits? She rarely washes her hair. Kesha believes that by skipping frequent shampooing, her hair can retain its natural oils, keeping it healthier and shinier while avoiding damage from overwashing. While this may seem unusual to some, it's just one example of how she stays true to her authentic, untamed style. But that's far from the most shocking thing Kesha's done for the sake of self-care. In her MTV documentary My Crazy Beautiful Life, she took things to an entirely new level by drinking her own urine, on camera no less. Encouraged by a friend who claimed that urine had health benefits, Kesha went ahead with the bizarre stunt, which quickly went viral and left fans reeling. Looking back, she admitted that it was a gross moment and later expressed regret for going through with it. While Kesha's bold and unapologetic approach to self-expression continues to set her apart from the crowd, it's safe to say that her urine drinking moment is one beauty trend most people won't be rushing to try anytime soon. Number 2. Tom Cruise. In the world of Hollywood, where beauty often knows no limits, some stars are willing to go to bizarre extremes to maintain their youthful glow. Enter Tom Cruise, whose rumored anti-aging regimen might just top the list of eccentric celebrity beauty rituals. According to whispers from the industry, the Mission Impossible icon is said to have tried the infamous geisha facial, a treatment involving bird droppings. Yes, you read that right, bird poop. This peculiar beauty practice entails applying sterilized bird excrement to the skin, with proponents claiming it helps exfoliate and rejuvenate the complexion, offering a bright, youthful look. While the idea of slathering bird droppings on one's face sounds more like an old wives' tale than a skincare secret, it has actually gained popularity among some Hollywood elites. Victoria Beckham famously swore by it, and now rumors suggest that Tom Cruise might have jumped on the bird poop bandwagon too. Is it the miracle treatment that celebrities claim it to be? Or is it just another outlandish Hollywood trend? One thing's for sure, when it comes to maintaining their looks, some stars will try just about anything to defy the passage of time. Would you be brave enough to smear bird poop on your face for a younger-looking complexion? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more celebrity beauty secret, more when it comes to personal care. Number 5. Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt, the epitome of a Hollywood heartthrob, might turn heads with his looks, but behind the scenes his hygiene habits are far from glamorous. On the sets of films like *Fury*** and *Inglourious Basterds***, It became clear to his co-stars that Brad wasn't exactly showering up to expectations. Instead of taking regular showers, Brad reportedly relied on baby wipes to freshen up. Eli Roth, who starred alongside him in *Inglourious Basterds*, shared that Brad swore by this method, finding it quicker and more convenient than the traditional shower. However, while it may have saved him time, baby wipes didn't exactly leave him smelling like a fresh rose. The method, while practical, clearly didn't mask body odor the way a full shower could. What really made things interesting, though, was the irony. Despite his own questionable hygiene habits, Brad Pitt once told his then-partner Angelina Jolie that she needed to freshen up her breath. Talk about a surprising twist in the hygiene department. Number 4. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, the queen of unexpected surprises, once shocked fans with a revelation about her shower routine that many didn't see coming. During an appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show Taylor confessed to a unique habit that quickly became the talk of the town. The anti-hero of this story, her feet. It turns out that Taylor doesn't intentionally wash her feet while showering. Instead, she relies on shaving cream to do the job. According to Taylor, since she shaves her legs every day, she considers the shaving cream to be a dual-purpose product, soap for her legs and, somehow, her feet too. Shaving cream is like soap, she confidently stated, even turning to Ellen for confirmation. Ellen, ever the master of comedic timing, didn't let this one slide and humorously responded, "I'm on the right side of history." The laughter was contagious, but Ellen quickly pointed out the flaw in Taylor's logic. "But if you don't shave your legs, you don't wash them?" To which Taylor, ever the quick thinker, reassured the audience, "I shave daily." Of course, this prompted Ellen's hilarious retort, "Oh my God, you must be really hairy." The playful back and forth had the audience in stitches, but it also left everyone pondering one crucial question. Can shaving cream really take the place of soap? Or was Taylor simply bending the rules of hygiene in her own signature style? Number 1. Post Malone. Advocates claim that the enzymes in bird droppings work wonders to exfoliate the skin, leaving a youthful, radiant glow. For those in Hollywood, it's a far cheaper alternative to Botox and certainly more unusual. Whether it's a miracle treatment or just another Hollywood fad, one thing is clear. For some stars, there's no limit to how far they'll go in the quest for eternal youth, even if it means smearing bird excrement on their faces. In the glittering world of sold-out arenas and platinum hits, Post Malone's effortlessly cool vibe rules supreme. But behind that laid-back image lurks a whiff of controversy. Whispers have swirled for years about his hygiene, with one rumor so wild it claimed a former manager walked out because they simply couldn't stand the smell. Fans even joke he needs a professional refresh session, yet Post couldn't care less. He insists there's nothing offensive about his natural musk, it's just who he is. In his own words, he skips deodorant altogether, so anyone who steps into his personal bubble better be ready to embrace the scent. No dramatic soap and water overhauls, no perfume to mask the truth, just raw, unfiltered Post Malone. As we've seen, one moment caught on camera can turn Hollywood dreams into lasting nightmares. And in Hollywood, forgiveness doesn't always come easy. Which celebrity's fall from grace shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments, don't go anywhere. Our next video will uncover even deeper betrayals you never saw coming. You won't want to miss it. 20 celebrities who destroyed their career on